Welcome back to my channel. This is Martin and you're watching Astro from home. Today, not as usual a video about the TubeTech Astro Station. Today I have a little tooltip for you. So as you can see, it's about PixInsight, and after you have finished editing the nebula, you usually like to screen back your stars. And if you are like me, you like to have your stars well present and nicely saturated. But when you screen them back, no matter if you're using combined image or pixel math, I have here a process icon with the appropriate formula in pixel math. So then your your photo looks like this. Everything full of stars. Yeah, and you might be unhappy that the nebula is not popping out so much from the picture. Yeah, and to cover this, I have a small tooltip for you. Yeah, just stretch your stars with whatever method you like. That they are the way you think they are good, and in order to have the nebula popping a bit, you can use a range mask. So going to process, all processes, and then the range selection. When you're here, just open the preview and then just move the slider to cover the dark area or to exclude the dark areas as much as you like. Then we are smoothing the mask a bit and just do the execution. So, and here we have the mask. In most instances, this is already enough, but in the Rosette Nebula, here in the center, we have this beautiful star cluster that we have to take a second step. And this can be done either by using the game script. So for those of you who have installed it, so it's the game script, or you can also use from SETI Astro the Fame script. I like the Fame script more because I can use it in a more precise way than the game script. And what we are going to do here now is we use the spray can, make it a bit bigger, and now we are covering up the area where this nice star cluster in the center is. So just like this. So, and we're doing a bit more as we are blurring the mask as well. So we increase here blur amount and just execute it. This gives us a second mask. For some instances, this mask might not be strong enough. The second small mask that we created with the Fame or the game script, then we can easily go to the curves transformation and make the mask a bit stronger in its effect. So that's about good. And to integrate this mask here from the Fame or game script into our range mask, we just use the SETI Astro's mask merge tool. And as the basis for our new mask, we use the range mask that we created, so the big one. Then we say subtract, and we subtract the mask that we created with Fame or game script. And we can also see the preview of the mask. So this looks perfectly good to me. So we don't need to blur anymore. And then I'm just going to create that additional mask or our final mask. And what we will use now is our edited nebula, the stars, plus this combined mask. And the best way for me, or the easiest way to combine everything, is from with Jürgen's toolbox that we use the combine image. And here we have the nebula. Now I'm putting on top the stars. This looks like usual. And to cut out a bit of the stars, we activate the intensity mask and we select the mask that we created with the mask merge tool. So mask, the range mask subtracted with the fame mask. So this we choose here and it's calculating. And again, the wrong way around. So I close it here. And what we still have to do, I usually forget it. We have to invert this image of the mask and then we can go back into the toolbox, combine images, select our nebula and the stars. Well, let's just wait until it's loaded and now we activate our mask and here we go. All the stars removed in the area where the mask is applied, so that your nebula is popping a bit more in the star field, and that it doesn't seem to be covered too much into stars. And yeah, we can just have a look side by side um, how both methods look like. Let me just move this away that the view is not distracted. And here we go. So and the final picture with the stars cut out from the nebula make the nebula itself a bit more popping, coming to the foreground. What I think is much nicer appearance compared to the nebula filled with stars, so that the eye gets distracted. But if you have a central star cluster, so just cut it out with from the mask, like I have been explaining before with this fame script and mask merge, or game script and mask merge. Or if you have a specific star that is glowing from one of those star formation regions inside the nebula that you would like to have it in, just apply the same method, cut it out from the range mask, and then this one star or this tiny star cluster that plays will be visible, and all the rest will not be included in the picture, that you have this nice appearance of the nebula with no distraction from the stars. And yeah, I think that this way it looks a bit nicer, and the nebula is catching a bit more of the viewer's attention. But I also like to have the prominent stars around the nebula with good saturation, and that people, and especially I, see that there is a star field around the nebula. And so this is a small tooltip that I wanted to share. Maybe you can make use of it. Maybe you like it. Maybe you don't like it. Then you don't need to apply it. But I thought I'd just share it because it was a bit of an eye opener for me when I discovered it, that I don't have to mess around with star reduction scripts and things like this, because then also the star field around is being made smaller. And I always wanted to have the stars prominent around my main target of imaging, and, and therefore this is the one on the right with the masked out star field in on the nebula is clearly the way forward for me. And if you like it, just reuse it. If you don't like, uh, then just continue as always. Then I have to say thank you very much. I will share some other tool tips soon. Also, how I get those nice yellow regions into an OSC camera shot of an emission nebula, that so that you have, instead of the usual HOO appearance, yeah, some indication of an HSO appearance, but this will be subject to a different video. And yeah, take care, enjoy, copy this method if you like, and as usual, clear skies, and thank you very much for watching.